everyone. Welcome to episode 8 of How They Rolled. Thank you, Pippin. Thank you very much for chiming in. We are covering episode 8 tonight. Episode 8 of Together We Roll. That was part 1 was the Send in the Clown, and part 2 is Derek's Drive-Thru. So anyway, we'll start with episode 8, part 1, Send in the Clown. So anyway, I'm your host today, David Wine. We figure we'll mix it up a little bit and trade out hosts for your enjoyment in our craziness to see how we do. Let's see. So we were working our way over to Zyme, and you guys came across this shantytown village and found out that a certain member of our party was really wanted by some highfalutin tootin' people.
Outside the state, but still.
I'm curious how much can be given away here, but...
Well, no, I mean, if you were watching the episode, you saw that, like, we each had, like, our little wanted thing, and he had the... Oh, sorry, Glenn. The large wanted book. Keep rolling.
That's an official statement. The summary statement is just their names, which is still
and here's Eck trying to keep his head down, or literally his head down.
We'll get to that in a moment. As you guys were quite literally just marching in, I was very nice and gave a single intelligence roll to Derek, one with the highest bounty currently in the party right now. That is public. And I was very nice to let you guys know that you're about to walk into a police state, essentially, with no, just like as you guys.
Not me.
No disguise, no nothing. No, yeah, you didn't even change disguise yet before you got there.
No, when we were heading into town, I started getting clown makeup on.
After Derek realized it.
Well, yeah, but
yeah,
no, not clown makeup.
So I didn't realize you actually have makeup, or was that a spell that you did?
No, that was clown makeup. At first, Ga helped, and he just tried, like, and I was like, no. And then my brother, who was trying to express to everybody that he knows how to do this, he actually disguised me as a full-blown clown that, for lack of a better...
it's bad, but it was actually quite humorous to me that I heard him several times, like, guys, I have a disguise kit. Yeah. Guys, I have a disguise kit. Guys, I have a disguise kit. But everyone kept ignoring him.
One sitting next to him.
Because everyone in their heads like, oh yeah, yes, you know something.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Eck wasn't ignoring you. He just doesn't see or recognize or observe anything.
It wasn't me. It was Jace. Jace was like, I have the kit. I can do this. Guys. And then I finally went, hey, because this ain't going to cut it. Can you make me look like a full-blown clown and I can do entertaining? Backstory item, but yeah.
God's not a universal key for everything. He has things he's good at, but there's things that's just like he has a +2 on everything because of the jack of all trades thing. But I mean, that's still nothing.
Flan says he could change the way our face looked too.
Yes, the classic barbarian way of just smash your head against a wall.
I think maybe Eck should start talking a little bit to Flan and start doing some bonding moments, battle bonding.
Well,
okay.
Well, the barbarian way, I don't know, but I'm still confused. Even the player and Eck well, the player's confused on what the heck Flan is, and
I think everyone's confused on what Flan is.
Just doesn't even. He just thinks it's weird, and that's about it. And that's as far as his brain will go.
Flan says he's a Flan.
Of course he is.
Every single
so
time.
Anyway, you paint your guys. We got one person painted up as a clown.
You changed clothing.
Yep. Well, yeah.
They couldn't do anything with you. You're just a giant metal man.
Yeah, there's not much to do here.
It's like a tank going into.
Trying to remember who was playing the bouncer. I was the bouncer. You were the bouncer, and I was the strong man. Yes. All right.
You're the bouncer point 2.
And,
or the boulder that he chucks.
Just amazing.
Right, and we played music, and we did some acrobatics. Most of it was nice. One turned out badly.
Playing some music. God this time was not the center of attention. And actually you did the opposite of how people normally hide, and you just went right in people's faces. and just basically say, "Look at me, look at me, look at me."
Hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
It's the best place to hide things.
Not to mention National Don't Give a Fuck Day.
Right. I was just going to comment about that.
Change.
The dice rolls apparently for the guards.
I kid you, yeah.
Nicholas DM, he off camera, he named it as the National Guards Don't Give a Fuck Day, because apparently nobody could care less about the fact that they had the most wanted individual in the region standing right in front of them.
With many of them could retire with that bounty.
We're going to Home Depot next week and get a painter's bucket for his new dice jail.
Painter's bucket for dice jail.
Hey, we're grateful.
They're all metal, so it's going to be a heavy bucket.
Oh no, it's the big orange plastic ones. I got a couple of them.
See, what I'm thinking is when we get to like episode 50 or episode 90 even, you just see tick, 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 and just episode after episode, just get like a montage of them tossing the dice into the bucket.
Yeah, we do have a lot of outtakes here that are usually at the beginning and the end of our recordings. So
Well, no, only at the beginning.
one of these
We
days,
don't exactly.
we got stuff at the end that I've had to trim off. But mostly at the beginning. So we make our way into the town. We've got Derek doing horseback because our horses are out of whack too. We've got a
Well, you got the warhorse and the.
yeah.
Yeah, I know they're not even. No, not a chance.
I can't believe we're not pulling the wagon in circles.
Oh,
Well, first of all, the warhorse is injured.
yeah, so it's coming out.
Yeah. So and. Yeah, it's a little bit of a more difficult time driving, but I mean you were driving off road to begin with until this very time you got to the city of Zion, where you're just basically just countryside with no road. So I mean you didn't really had to deal with it because you're already going all over the place as it is.
Well, and you can cinch horses. So like if you put a war horse leading on one side and the other horse is just following along there.
Mm-hmm.
And the war horse is the one really doing all the work. But knowing a little bit about horses.
You're talking you or
Me as a person, and this is this is a great teaching moment. It's the, so let's talk about that for a second. That sometimes players know more than their characters.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, it was the reverse. The character probably knew more about horses than Derek knew about horses. And
because Chris probably has never actually done any writing or who
Chris / Derek, and unfortunately, yeah, in part two.
But meaning Chris, the player, hasn't done much writing. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
the character Derek probably has, but still, what he was doing.
No, there was a fly in front of me. That's why I was
okay.
waving my hand. I know, I looked like a complete dick, like, hello, I'm speaking.
but it's important, and even in a group like ours, and take this one instance aside, people need to understand we are not our characters. Someday when we go on to another episode or another season, so to speak, we'll be other characters and we'll act completely different.
Mm-hmm. And I would actually be playing, which is nice.
Yes. But a good teaching moment. Ack is not David. I am not Sonny. He is certainly not the robot.
And in real life, I'm not trying to kill everyone. Believe it or not, I'm not trying to kill everyone.
No, he just does it naturally.
No, because he could actually kill us in real life. So
Why would I do that? Finding new friends is hard.
Well, let's go over again of what Derek did or was doing when things went kind of sideways. We've got the guards looking at us very, very closely,
Yes,
even though we weren't.
The reason being is, one, you are a very strange group of individuals. One, you're a half a performance group that happened to kill a group of wyverns. Pippin, you are just
He wants to be part of the. He wants to be part of the discussion.
I know. Every time the camera goes on, he's just like, immediately, get me in front of
this is an example of the reality. We do shoot in a home,
Yes.
and for all of you people out there, we're not like the other shows. We don't script it. I know my daughter plays in her group, and they have babies running around. So these are our babies that.
Yes, these are the babies. However, the only thing that you don't see right now is you don't get to smell the wonderful food that's being cooked right now. Oh, I wish.
Ooh, sidebar.
Sidebar?
We have one of these days. We'll do a behind the scenes thing about that, where we have a beautiful spread almost every week of food that we eat. It's not catered. It's made by the person who owns the home that we're in. The missus for our host, and she does a wonderful job. And thank you from us to you.
Absolutely.
Fills our belly every time and allows us to do what we do in this house every Friday, which utterly destroys the house. It does. But we clean it and then it gets destroyed. It's just a repetitive nightmare that we constantly do for love. But we kind of got off a subject.
Yeah.
We were speaking.
What did
that's right.
So
we a bunch of clowns essentially with a pair of a tank, a walking metal man, and a turtle with a big sword. Somehow took down the 3 wyverns that were just hunting.
This was in episode 7 earlier when we were on the
they just happened to
Child's Play in the Open Road. It was the Open Road episode.
And they just
part
happened
2.
to be hunting and they attacked you. You defended yourselves and happened to kill 3 wyverns at once.
Strange thing actually on that note. We never actually ran back into those bandits that threw that elemental gem.
I have a feeling they're watching us and we just don't know it. Of course, pardon me, the player David does, but Eck has no freaking clue.
Eck doesn't see anything.
I mean, if you lasted longer in the shanty town, there might have been something.
But in episode 7, we picked up the wyvern we parts, and it turns out we get to the City of Zyme, and on the billboard is a reward for killing wyverns or captured wyverns.
Yeah, 500 gold pieces per adult wyvern killed, amongst the various other posted jobs that I just started reading off.
So it gave us opportunity of why to be there, plus the traveling clown circus, whatever. I'm glad they didn't ask us for a name, because that would have been interesting what we all called ourselves.
Well, you gave them the passports.
No, it would have been, I got it. Flan's Traveling Circus.
Ah, that's a good.
Well,
one.
remember, this is after the worn-cheeked captain, essentially, kept rolling 1s, 2s, 1s, 4, 1s, natural 20 on the only natural 20 paper that he essentially had. No, there was 2 natural 20s, but still. He just honestly didn't really give it a crap.
Shift change.
No,
no one cares a shift change.
They were all drinking booze in the back, the contraband.
Again, it's shift change.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So you got the easy ticket inside.
Yeah, but we get in, but we've got these guards are just. I mean, we had several following us.
Well, we met the mayor
just to make sure.
That was
after you went into the city. Yes, eyes were definitely on you. Even though you haven't made trouble, but you definitely made it aware that you are skilled in handling nasty creatures, at least. And you had at least the body parts of what you killed. So yes, you were going for the bounty, but at the same time, they did let a tank in, which the captain made very clear. If you were part of any type of problem / hooligan work.
I don't know what you're on about.
And if you draw that sword, they will take you down faster than you can.
And to his offense, he didn't do anything wrong.
No.
In fact, my natural 20 says that I didn't do anything wrong, because I wasn't connected to this group.
So if anyone, I mean, a lot of us viewers are watching this for a wrap-up, but also some are actually doing it to catch up. And so let's go ahead and get into what the heck did Derek do?
Which was the flip-flop of player knowledge versus character knowledge, and then character knowledge versus player knowledge.
Yep.
Right.
So Derek decides he's very acrobatic, which he is, very dexterous, which he is, and starts doing backflips off the horse.
He started jumping off of Sparks' body, using him as a platform.
Which I was kind of set for anyways.
Essentially, yeah. And you started puffing out your chest as best as you could, being
the plow to part those seas of people as we're walking down the street.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
And he just started doing crazy stuff, and he was rolling decently. And unfortunately, he just decided to say, I used the mane to put my entire body weight on and try to wrap around the horse in order to get on. And those that have ridden horses, unlike Chris, unfortunately, but he found that out. If you pull on the mane, I don't care if it's a normal horse or a war horse, they will turn.
Or,
pulling on the mane would be one thing, but pulling on the mane with your entire body weight
and trying to flip up onto a horse.
Trying to flip up. That's where you kind of go, okay,
and those with longer hair will definitely understand.
Just grab a hold of a good hunk of hair and give it a nice tug.
Where did we end up? After we made this unplanned left.
After some, unfortunately, like 3 or 4 bad rolls of trying to regain the situation, you crashed into the magic shop that you were looking for.
I didn't do it.
You didn't know, but
I was not associated with this group.
the 2 natural 20s, which was definitely needed.
Just walking on. You're not part of this. We're just walking.
You guys would have ended in jail so fast if you were there. And unfortunately, yes, it is profiling, unfortunately, but you are a tank. Oh, we forgot to shut out the outside world.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Okay, we're now in the silence thing. No, we're not.
Pippin was
now Pippin hears me.
The thing you have to keep in mind with what Derek did, he thought it was cool.
Yes.
And it was a player moment for him, and we call it yes and.
Yes.
He could have rolled with it and went in a little bit of a different direction, but he handled it in the end. He talked to the lady in the shop, and it really worked out. I don't know if Derek realized it, but I think he made a friend.
Oh yeah, and it was kind of funny too because I was busting up, and you're like, "I'm a girl,"
and you made it worse.
Of course, you're a girl dragon.
You're just reeking with feminine lies.
Yeah, no. I think Derek made a friend on that. And I don't know if he quite caught it at that point because player and character. I think Derek, the flamboyant guy, would have caught it. I'm not sure if Chris caught the kind of character flirting that was going on there. So I thought that was kind of
we'll find out. I mean, we're starting episode 9 with the actual magic shop that is has a new window.
And we've got our ticket to the airship thing.
You got the
Ticket to ride?
Yeah, taking the ride.
I was about ready to try and keep ourselves out of copyright infringement.
We're too late. I mean, how far can we go at this point? We're keep digging.
However, if they want to make that version of our game with airships, contact David Wine at togetherweroll.com.
I made a fun version of the skyship. I hope people enjoyed it.
You'll see that on episode 9.
You guys don't even know what the design is.
We will too. We're gonna get to see it too. We hear it's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
But that's episode 9.
There'll be some. We're hoping to get a behind the scenes on that.
Are you looking at me?
No, it's going to take Flan.
Exactly.
Obviously, he doesn't like armpits.
That was not in the armpit.
All right, so but you
Yeah.
said so. Let's clarify here for our audience. Exactly how did they end up in the shop? Like through the front door?
I can't for the life of me remember what it's called, but it's a small, almost like you see it in a lot of the flower shops, which is the angled windows that has the small bench.
Breakfast nook?
Not really a breakfast nook. It's
called
not
a garden window.
Garden window? Okay.
Yes.
But instead of a bunch of plant art, there's a bunch of pillows and everything and a bunch of books and a small little strange, almost Fey-infused pseudo-dragon of some sorts. It had a representation of a pseudo-dragon shape and its a basic body, but it did not have that normal draconic aggression of what most dragons have. It did not have the talon on the tips of the wings. It did not have the longer snout with the pointed teeth. It was more smushed back, wider face, and more just almost like a pleasant librarian woman.
It was a cute pug dragon.
I want to go as far as a pug.
It's a snub-nosed dragon.
But it's definitely
Snub-nosed.
Yeah, it's a snub-nose. It does not have that pointed snake.
It's a snub-nosed dragon.
Yeah.
Hog-nosed.
But I gave a basic description because a lot of things were going on at that point. One of them,
the warhorse going through, dragging the dying.
Yeah. Hazel about to kill Derek because she cares for those horses, loves animals, and
Small children.
And small children.
Here's Eck and Goss sitting up in the wagon playing cards, going 2, draw 2.
Well, not at that point.
We're just trying to ignore everything. I know we're a smash. No, after this is going on, we didn't want to, or at least Eck didn't want any. He just like, I'm going to sit down, be quiet, shut up.
And then Davros and me decided to just say, we're not part of this group and continue walking.
You left the campaign entirely.
With two natural 20s, both Davros and Sparks get a natural 20 on the same Same. This wasn't a deception. This was a sneak roll. What was this?
It was just a general stealth check to try to stay, not be associated with what happened.
So everyone's looking this way and we're walking that way.
Yeah, so it was just a general stealth check just so that you do not be associated and not be interrogated / taken in due to disrupting peace, which they could have done. And if she...
I just realized this is back here.
Yeah.
Now,
amongst various things that I tried to bury.
I just realized it's back here because I'm like in the zone of forbidden space back here.
And I made the mistake.
And I have a feeling that this was there for a reason, and that means it's still here. So, which is a cage. So we could have probably ended up in some bad.
Actually, I probably would have fit in that easily.
It'd be like a foreign jail scenario, right? But okay, so we've smashed through the magic shop, and it was like 500 gold, some ridiculous
At the end of the
amount.
day, it was 500 gold pieces for the fine embroidery, the smooth pane glass windows that were etched with something, probably her art piece for her business that has been utterly shattered, and all her couple of books were smashed, and also a bunch of fine exotic pillows. And possibly the floorboard of what the seat was. If you look closely, there was actually a hoof that went straight through the floorboard.
Which, if she's all that magical, it was just a piece of wood being mend that. The glass is the thing that was the thing we screwed up at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the pillows too, because you have to get all the inside parts and stuff it back in.
Would you do me a favor and step out and grab Pip so he doesn't scream at us?
Okay.
Huh? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. He's just being rather vocal tonight.
He loves the camera.
He does.
He loves the camera. People will say he doesn't love the camera, but every time we turn it back on, he wants to be part of the situation.
So apologies for him screaming and yelling in the background. He just wants to come say hello to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So
he is an attention sponge. He'll never fill up.
So it's funny because we'll turn this on and go, and he'll then start screaming. So let's see here. We smooth things out at the magic shop, and we actually try to pick a couple items up, but most of it's spending a lot of money that we either don't quite have yet, or the money we're going to get from cashing in for the wyverns to pay for this magic shop. So, and we still got to buy for our tickets, which we understand are very, very expensive on this skyship.
Well, first of all, you have to
airship, skyship. I'm not sure.
It's airship, skyship, same thing. Honestly,
it's a ship that moves through fluid.
Yes, it's true.
True.
We're fish as well.
But
we just can't.
But before even going into the place of nobility, where this skyport is essentially, that apparently at least one ship arrives once every 3 days, is how they schedule it. They don't really seem to have a knowledge on who's going to be coming in and where they're going until they get here. But that's what they do. You found a bunch of rowdy dwarves in the what was it again? The Screeching Mountain? No. Mountain Screech.
The messed up place we needed to leave as soon as humanly possible.
Oh, you're talking about the city?
Yeah, whole place. Let's go. Bye bye.
You did meet the slightly insane mayor, yeah. Slightly, yeah.
Got his business card and an invitation to the festival.
Strange, weird ass name, yeah.
The business card. In other words, he only had one.
Yeah.
It's more like a pamphlet because it's about really long.
Well, actually, the business card that he actually handed you was actually a private invitation to his, well, technically, the castle in the noble area, which would be a place of where the king would be, but there is no king, and that whole thing.
So they're just going to look at us at the gate and think that we're forced to know. So not going to bother.
A little bit. But then again, they kind of know him.
Okay, moving on.
Yep. All right, so we find our way to the docks where the airship was supposed to arrive, and we figure out which one we can go to. Apparently, there's different classes of these ships, even though there's not many of them, that we can choose.
All under the red sails. So they thank
They're
you
all
for
under. They're all under.
They thank you for the service, even though they are the only one available. If you have any complaints, we do have a complaint box over there.
It's full.
There's no box.
There's no slot.
Yeah,
it's just a box.
No, there's no box. There's not even a box. It just says complaint form. It's just empty.
And the lady was nice.
It was. The elderly lady that definitely makes sure that she is very precise on what she does.
Yep.
Takes her time and makes sure that she does not mess up.
1, 2.
God, that was so hilarious. I forgot about her.
10.
I forgot about her.
10.
Oh my
10.
God.
How can you forget?
Look,
You gotta stop drinking so much.
about the gal who, yeah, that was a very good character.
And then we wrote basic gaming rule number 2.
Don't give. No, wait. That's.
Don't split the party.
Don't split the party. Basic
yeah,
gaming rule number 2.
we-
Let's all go shopping. No, we need to stay here and leave this horrible place.
The funny thing is, I kind of initiated that split up.
Yeah, that was me, you, and God.
Yeah, you, Ga, and Ek went to go get some supplies.
Healing
Which
shits,
Ga-
things like that.
Yeah, which Ga definitely needed.
Where did Flan go?
He stayed at the cart. And we're talking about Varian, not Flan.
Flan says he goes wherever Barian goes, but sometimes he goes someplace else. I don't know what that means.
He
What?
chooses. He's an independent.
Rock. You can't hear him?
No!
What is wrong with you people? He talks all the time.
I don't
He's
know.
a chatty Kathy.
I can only assume it's
Chatty
hard,
Flan, sorry.
hard to say whether or not that our viewers can actually see what's sticking out of Flan there.
It's a railroad.
It's
spike.
a railroad
it's a spike.
spike. So it'd be like where the
It's pretty
chain
good on the
goes.
camera.
Like the chain goes, but
Next How They Roll, we'll have the chain here. It's actually sitting in my house.
But as
Yes.
to end the game a little abruptly, but we ended on a cliffhanger again, which is starting to become a trend now.
It's a good
But,
trend.
you know, kind of deal. But I just wanted to keep it going. But at the same time, it was 12:30 at night, and we're like, okay. So we ended with the Finch landing on the cart in front of Derek as the wee bits of light started to wane from the existence as night started to transition from day to night. And as soon as the light disappeared and no longer touched the Finch, its skin and flesh and everything organic just became transparent,
Except for the bones.
except for the bones.
That's creepy. What can
know.
do that?
and
Then it made
Also-
dead-eye, like unnervingly dead-eye contact to first Variant and then Sunny before flying off.
Must not have liked clowns and rock creatures.
Clearly.
Eck would have tried to eat it.
That was But Eck was
God kept coming
I
in.
know.
and out
I
of
said
the
he would have
conversation.
tried to eat it because he wasn't there.
If I remember correctly, Ek kept coming in and out of the conversation like a mist man.
Yeah, no, I was a fly on the wall. I was a little turtle fly.
Yeah, no.
That's gonna
So
scare me.
you're a June beetle.
Flan says turtles don't fly.
No, he's a
Oh,
beetle.
you haven't seen Gamma.
You're a June beetle.
No, he's a
You
beetle.
can't really fly. You just kind of bumble around everything.
Smacking everything.
Yeah.
Just fly away.
Okay. All right. The first person that casts fly on Eck is going to be
Beetle.
interesting.
Look at him! I don't know how to fly.
I'm not that
Mother
guy.
Nature fucked me.
So, well, one of the things we actually got to do at
Jump in.
both of these episodes,
Why, hello,
both parts of
Pippin.
these episodes on episode. Wait, we got a ground crawler. Yeah, he came up. See, look at this.
He just walked over
He's
here.
like, I just want to be with you
He
guys.
literally just
Show
walked
off.
over here right now, huh?
Yep. Is we got to show off just like he wants to show off, like Pippin wants to show off for you. We got to show off our first 2 pieces of character art.
Yes.
We got
Yeah.
Now,
Done by.
Done by Corinne Milne. Corinne Milne.
Get on me that I was saying it wrong.
We're gonna reference this actually probably at the beginning of our episode 9, part 1. But Nick,
Are you sure you want to do that right now? Are you sure you want
well,
to do
we'll
that?
cover it now and we'll cover it again.
Okay.
on,
I did make a promise that I was going to do 100 push-ups, everyone, and I know that many of you think I can't do 100 push-ups, which you're right, because I got a desk job. And going from a martial artist for 16 years straight to a desk job can do stuff to your body if you're not prepared. Those that have done that, my heart goes out to you. Anyway, but
So-
I can do 50 at a time right now, and I will be proving that along with Mr. Wine, because
Right.
he also does
Because
it wrong.
I messed up Corinne's name. See, the first name, Corinne, you messed up. I messed up her last name. I did not know that E was silent. And so, by the way, she's not offended. She laughed. She
She's awesome.
I got a lot of
laugh out loud.
Yes, but in any case,
she's a wonderful woman, and she's
so anyway. So I've seen her name spelled for so long, but never heard her last name pronounced, and assumed how it was pronounced, and didn't ask.
Anyway, does not matter.
It's Corinne Milne, and so I am going to join you in this push-up challenge, and to prove.
Of course, this is going to be part 1. And by the way, yes, there's still cooking going on, and that's part 1 of this 100 push-up campaign. As we are doing 50 at a time, and we are going to continue doing it until we reach 100 push-ups at a time, which I used to be able to do.
And we're going to prove it because we're going to film it.
Well, of course.
We're going to film it.
Yeah, we can't just say we did 100 push-ups.
We'll put it up on the channel.
Which could be there.
And you can all laugh at us as we suffer through 100 push-ups.
Okay.
However,
okay.
Thank you to the nice lady who did our art. It was fantastic.
And
There's
we
more to
love
come.
every second of it.
Yep.
And we love the new ones that have been coming in.
Can't wait to see mine.
Oh yeah.
Yours is in process.
We have lots of people who do art for us. This art was made specifically for each character. If you have fan art and would like to send it in, make sure you check the links below so that we can see, because we already had one submission of fan art that will be showing up someday, hopefully on the show.
Oh, I was aware of that.
You showed me.
Oh, that one. Yes.
So.
Yep. But yeah, if you're an artist and you're inspired by what we do here, because that's what we're trying to do, is inspire you to have fun playing Dungeons and Dragons together and making friends and making stories and making family fun for.
Were you just about to say family friendly fun?
Yeah, family friendly fun.
Yeah, they keep yelling at me every time I say that.
Flan's family friendly fun. Say that 10 times fast.
Flan said he just did. You weren't listening.
Any case, feel free feel free to reach out to our email address at togetherweroll@gmail.com, and we'll start a discussion and see what you got. And we'd love to show off your amazing art or anything you want to share with us. Again, that's why we're doing it. We're doing it for you.
And I'm pretty sure that the people who do our stuff are professionals who do work for us. It's down in the links.
Yep. Oh, correct. Yes. In all our videos, you'll find links to the different pieces of things we use on the show. In case you're interested on where we get it from, or and want something that yourself, or something like it, you can reach out to them.
But enough of that.
Yep.
Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this rambling and nonsense that we gotta go from back and forth more consistently, like a there's not really good.
And if you haven't watched episode 8 yet, part 1 and 2, and you want to see which character art was unveiled, you're gonna have to go watch it. We're not going to show it here.
And to answer the question somebody sent me, if you want to know what stupid juice really is, send an email, we'll tell you.
I don't drink a lot of things.
Levon's going to have more for you today.
All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and get ready for the next game here. We got episode 9 coming in, and we're gonna play tonight, and that'll be coming out. So thanks for following us. Thanks for playing along. Thanks for everything you give back to us, and
thank you for staying along with our cheesy part of humor and just cheesy nature itself.
Yeah.
Hey, anyway, wine.
So
it does go with wine. Yes, it does.
My name's David Wine. This has been episode 8 of How They Rolled, and we will catch you later. And until next time, keep on rolling together.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.